Friends, if you have ever tried to collect data from websites, you know how painful it can get. Traditional scraping libraries can break after one small design change. Then you are back to fixing CSS selectors, setting up proxies, and dealing with anti-bot protection. I'm Daniel, welcome to my channel where I make smart tutorials. Today we're testing Thunderbit, an AI web scraper that works in two formats. First, there is a Chrome extension for fast no-code scraping. Then there is the API for developers who want to automate web data collection inside their own projects. Mates, in this tutorial, we'll test both. We'll start with the extension and scrape a bookstore catalog, a listings page, and a job board. Then we'll move to the API, run a Python request, and test the Distill endpoint for AI agents and RAG workflows. Also, I've left all the useful links in the description down below, so don't forget to check them out. Let's dive in. Alright guys, let's start with the Chrome extension. After installing it, I open a demo bookstore page. The goal is simple: collect product data from this catalog without writing code. Inside the extension, we choose the data source. For this test, I select the current page because the bookstore is already open. You can also enter a URL manually or use a file or image. Next, Thunderbit checks whether this page needs pagination. Here, the AI says pagination is not needed, so we continue. After that, folks, the tool prepares extraction templates. I choose AI suggested because I want the system to decide which fields should be collected. It also detects subpages, so I enable subpage fields. That means it can open each book page and pull extra details from inside. Now I click Run Now. Before scraping starts, the platform optimizes the extraction mode. Browser mode works with what we see on the screen and is useful for pages that require login. Cloud mode runs on Thunderbit servers, so it is better for public URLs and bulk tasks. For this page, I use the recommended one. The system processes the bookstore, and we open the live result page. Here we see book titles, URLs, images, original and current prices. So in just a few steps, we have a clean product table. No CSS selectors, no manual copy-paste, and no custom parser. Next, my friends, let's test a listings website. I open the listings page, and here we can see pagination. I choose the current page again, then click Auto Detect. Thunderbit finds the pagination and lets us scrape through the last page. As you can see, the limit here is 200 pages. There is also a custom delay option, which helps the scraper move more carefully. Next, I continue with AI suggested, then generates subpage fields. The platform opens each listing and finds more information inside. After that, I click Run Now. Mates, this time browser mode is recommended, so I continue with it. As you can see, the extraction starts, and we can watch the result table being created live. We can see the data appearing while the task runs. When the scraping is finished, we get 37 rows. The table includes listing titles, URLs, images, locations, and edit times. From here, we can download the result in different formats. We can also copy the table with or without headers. Guys, let me take a little break to ask you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's absolutely free, but helps me make even more fun tutorials for you. Thanks! Now let's repeat the same process on a job board. Thunderbit adapts it to a new page type. It finds the pagination, reads the cards, and pulls extra details from each posting in browser mode. When the result table opens, we get structured data. There are locations, company names, websites, and qualification details. So even on a different type of page, this service still gives us a clean table instead of a messy copy-paste job. Now folks, if the extension is great for fast browser tasks, the API is better for automation. I open the platform's web console and go to Billing first. Here we can see the free starter tier. It gives 600 free pages for Distill and 30 pages for Extract, which is enough for first tests. Next, I open the API keys section. I already created a test API key, and the system generated a unique token. Now let's move into the code editor. I am using Python with the request library. The script sends a post request to Thunderbit's extract endpoint. The key part is that I do not write CSS selectors or XPath expressions. I only pass the job board URL and describe the structure I want in a simple JSON template. For this test, I ask for fields like title, company, location, and salary level. Mates, now I run the script. In the terminal, we can see the request going out. Then the server returns success status 200 and a clean structured array. The platform reads the page, finds the job cards, and maps the information into the fields we asked for. We define what we want, and the AI figures out where it is on the page. Besides extract, Thunderbit also has endpoint Distill. This is useful for AI agents because it turns a full web page into clean markdown. I open the playground, paste a URL from the directory page, and click Start Distillation. The tool removes the technical noise from the page, including navigation, banners, cart elements, and footer content. The result is clean markdown with the useful page information. That format is much easier to send into GPT, Claude, or another language model. And if you want to use Distill in code, Thunderbit also gives examples for Python, JavaScript, and curl. So guys, Thunderbit makes the most sense when scraping starts becoming more than a one-time copy-paste task. The extension is useful for quick browser work, especially when you need to turn a messy page into a table fast. The API is the stronger option when the same kind of data needs to flow into scripts, agents, or internal tools. For me, the main value is stability. Instead of rebuilding a scraper every time the website structure changes, you describe the data you need and let Thunderbit handle the extraction logic. Friends, if you want to test it yourself, check the link in the description. You can start with the free tier and try both the extension and the API before building anything serious. If you're excited to try it out, or if you have already used it and have some thoughts to share, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your experiences. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video helpful and subscribe for more tutorials. Thanks for watching, until next time.